just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start the drive. Wall. James has got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
A check down here for Henry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that's going to be 3rd and 2. Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Wall eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now some movement. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man. It's the tight end long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to blow his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
19
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got room. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone. First down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And tied at 7. So that run takes him down the field and he goes. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. A yard in the wrong direction. That's 3rd down, tougher. 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week isn't always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And Chubb will try the middle here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Hurts.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Draw play. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wall.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. From the 41,
Hurts. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action with Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. McPherson's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Wall.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
On third down, Wall escaping the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, fourth down. Well done.
The final shot before break. Wall. And this one is incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dameon Pierce. 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Joe Mixon, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Let's go now.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
first down carry for Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Wall. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
And this returnable for Hill. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah. 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Hunter Henry brings it in.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they're able to grab it in there on the 2-point try. And you were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season. What has changed? What hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
On 1st down,
Wall. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
and they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Wall being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on second down.
Ball. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means that
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
no doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
148 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Henry's got it out on the left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Chubb again.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Wall. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wall.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Looking to throw on second down. Wall. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun. Wall. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. A give. This is Chubb. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked at of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cause.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Steelers. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Wall. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Little tune, flow sinister. I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers. I make men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys. Drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some.